So, and just on the moment that I would like to give you an update on the vinyl project with the recording of the partitas for next year's project. And we actually, both Anja and I, have installed our Google Calendar really for scheduling all our projects, because it's really a lot. And certainly with the celebration CDs and the publication of the book that goes along with that, that needs scheduling. So we had to improve our daily schedule. So just on that moment, just before the recording of the Pachelbel, Mr. Studer here let us down a little bit. And it's working fine, except one thing. If I open the front panel for the circuit ports, there's this little switch here. Try to zoom in a little bit. And I don't know if it will have the same problem now, but it's switching on and off from time to time, and it's actually also, there's something heating up. You can smell it. It's actually a controller for the play button, I think, and the fast forwarding. All these buttons is being switched by that relay. And yeah, that needs to be replaced. I had contact with Andreas Kuhn in Switzerland, who did the restoration, but unfortunately this business became too big and he diminished the size. I have to switch it off because the temperature is set. Is too high, I can smell it. And so he also quit his service. He did a wonderful job with this tape machine. But anyway. So that's a pity, of course. And it shows again how difficult it is to go back on this road of analog recordings. And even one tape recorder, it needs service. It has only played 35 hours, and we only made some videos or recordings for YouTube actually to learn to work with the tape recorder, and the sound is really, it's beyond anything digital. It's really, I think it's the best of the best that you can get, and for the vinyl productions that's exactly what we wanted. But it shows us this moment. I had to order this part in the United States. It was a link that Andreas gave me. So it's 50 euros, it's shipped now. It will come here. I have to try to fix it myself, but if not, I'm lucky to have Joris Potvlieg, who is also, apart from an excellent keyboard and instrument builder, also making amplifiers and loudspeakers, so he can work on these things. But it shows how difficult it is to maintain these analogs. Circuit and actually the whole channel, and I've made some videos on that, but it's like it is, the whole channel of analog recording is falling apart because there's not enough commercial use for that, and most of the vinyl productions, I've said that before, are actually digital recordings pressed on vinyl, and not too much people, if you go on fairs, analog fairs, not too much people want to know of. Would like you to talk about that, but you understand, having equipment, analog equipment yourself, you understand easily why. Because it's actually, you could say it's a kind of hobby that we are doing now, because it's so expensive. Machines like this, and if they function okay, but if they dysfunction like now, we have to reschedule, we have to find the parts, and eventually comes a time where there are no parts left for these old analog equipment, and what then? There are some attempts to make new tape recorders for playback only, because of course that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for recording, and we will use this device, but the re-recording of the partitas is quite something. And if I'm not sure that, you know, if you as a musician you're not sure really 100% that everything in that chain of recording will work as it should be, that reflects on the musician, because the musician needs that certainty that everything's going fine, because you build up concentration, you build up your work scheme for the recording to happen, and if the moment is there and this happens, that sucks. But we continue anyway. I hope I'm in focus because I didn't I have my Wi-Fi on top of camera, but we'll see. I'll continue anyway. It set us back really hard, and it's quite busy these days with the production of the 3 CDs, celebration CDs for the channel and the book. Sometimes I think it's easy to make ideas, that's true, but to really carry them out, it's a lot of work. The book is a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun to do, but it is a lot of work, so we have to schedule. And YouTube is continuing, and some organ projects, you know, I'm an organ consultant, really requires some more energy than normal, and so I have to find a balance, and that was just what we found until Mr. Studer decided to put some extra pressure on top of that. So that's what I wanted to share with you on the final project. Again, it's not so positive, but we learn from that and we continue, of course. Next updates will come soon, hopefully. Bye.